I'm Logan from 13415 Electric Storm, and I will teach you how to attach our custom-made belt clamp. To start, you'll need first, obviously, our custom-made belt clamps, which there are two different variations depending on which side of your robot you want to attach the slides to. And then we also have our wrenches, our screws, and some sort of thing to tighten the belt clamps when you put them on. First, starting with the slide that you have your Gobilda clamps on like this, you'll first take them off. Now that you've gotten your Gobilda belt clamps off, you might want to check if you have enough room to put our belt clamp on, because the belt curls up like this and goes all the way out a little bit further than the Gobilda one. So just make sure you have that before you put it into your belt. The next thing we want to do is we want to flip this piece right here. And to do that, you flip over the slide and extend this part all the way out. And as you can see, there are two little holes right here. You'll be using those holes to take it out. This is so wrong. Bro, this is horrible. Now when deattaching this, make sure that the screws right here are in the exact same place, so then they don't get messed up. And now, instead of having it this way, we're going to turn it this way. Doesn't matter if this is on the bottom or not. And then you'll go through that exact same hole you did last time to tighten it. Make sure they're also nice and tight. Now that you have this part, you want to take two Gobilda screws like these. They don't have to be very long. So like these right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to put them first. What I would do is I would take one side, I would thread it through a little bit, so then you don't lose the bracket on the other side. So thread it through a little bit. Then you want to take this one out right here. Like that. And then you want to put this last one right in there and tighten it up. Now you have actually made the part where it ratchets to on the belt clamp, so it doesn't move. Then you're going to want to take a significantly longer screw, like this one, that can go all the way through here, leaving enough to get to the back side, so then you can screw it down and it doesn't move anymore. But before we do that, you have to thread the belt into the actual clamp. Now if you have to restring your belt, make sure that you leave some excess right here so then you can put it into the belt clamp. So I'm just gonna cut off right about here. You can always cut off a little bit later. So now I have my excess right here. I'm going to put it in shape like this, and then I'm going to put this edge piece in there like that. I'm going to make sure that it loops around. You guys can't really see that well. That it kind of loops around, you can see right there. And then you just want to push it down. If you have trouble pushing it down, you can use something like a wrench to push it in a little bit. And it should slide in nicely like that. And then I'm going to go down a little bit so I'm just going to put this on the actual thing real quick. And then you don't have to make it tight right here because this belt, so right here, you don't have to make it tight because this belt clamp actually tightens. So I'm just going to go from like about right here, and I'll give it a little more slack, and I'm just going to put it through like the other one. Now that it's pretty well tightened, I'm going to put it on here, and I'm going to grab my wrench like this, and then, actually no, first you're going to put the screw in, my bad, so then it doesn't move around while you're trying to tighten it. And so yeah, depending on which way you want to tighten it, you can use the different belt clamp. Now I'm going to tighten it, and turn it enough, it should just fall right down in, like so. Now I can tell that's pretty tight. You can tell that's pretty tight by the sound that it makes. And then you're just going to screw this in until you can't screw it in anymore. Until it's tight. And you can cut off this excess stuff if you want. You don't have to keep the excess belt, so you can cut this stuff off and right here. But I mean, I'd like to leave it on in case, something bad happens and you need more. But there you go. That is how to There you go. That is how to attach our custom-made belt clamps to our slide. On our robot, we also extend our belt clamps up a little bit instead of being right here, because when we go down, it would run into our chassis. So we just extended it up a little bit with a bar right here. And we used one of the thinner bars, and that one actually broke, so I would recommend using a little bit thicker one. So if you're hanging like we do, you don't snap it.